In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use a file for input. Okay, like for example, in this code, what you need to have is you need to include the header file fstream. Okay, and you need to have in file. No, not in file. You need to have file stream objects called if stream. Okay, and name the object as whatever you want. In this case, I name it as in file. Okay, and I need to open it. Open the file. Open. Let's say my file.txt. You must open the file that already exists. Okay, for input. And before the end of the program, you need to close it. Close the file. Okay. Now you can also test for whether the file exists or not, or whether the file opening is successful or not by using if in file. Okay, in file. If not in file means if the opening of the file is not successful, then you can display a message or saying file open failure. Okay, and you can choose to exit the program. Okay, you can choose to exit the program, or you can create a loop or create whatever things that you want once you have the open file failure. Okay, now what you need to see, now here you have the file that you want to open. In this case, I have already prepared a file in a folder. Okay, in the folder, in this case the folder contains so that this is where it's going to read by default, because for my case the compiler will read at the same location as the main program. Okay, in this case this file contains the 357. Okay, 357.192.856. The content is there. And let's see, I want to test that for this file it is opening the myfile.txt, but let's say I just open a wrong file. So let's see what will happen. Okay, let's see what will happen. Let's say I put something else, my file something else. Okay, when I run the code, this is what you get, which is it tries to open a file, myfile21.txt, but the file does not exist, so it will see open failure. Okay, file open failure, and it exits the program. But let's say it is successful, the file already exists, then it's going to output. Of course, it's not going to output anything because it's not reading the file. I'm just opening it and closing it here. But because the file contains some numbers, some data, like for example, you need to declare like A, B. So in this particular case, these variables are going to be used to read one data at a time from one line of that file. Okay, notice just now the file contains 3 lines. Okay, in order to read the file, you can say while not in file dot in, no, it's wrong here, while not in file dot end of file. Okay, while it is not at the end of the file yet, you read it. So the way you read it is like you use cin. Okay, you use cin, but cin is getting the input from keyboard. But here you need to get the input from the file that you have just opened. You read A B C. Okay, and you can output it as you wish to the screen. Okay, um, A B C. Okay, and okay, when you run the program, okay, you run the program, so this is what you're going to see. Okay, this is what you're going to see. You are actually reading the file that contains 357.192.856. Okay, so these are the 3 lines that you have. uh, uh, that is these are all the data that is available in the input file. Okay, you can also separate this in file, something like this file. Okay, in file C. Okay, one thing you noticed here is that it is displaying this 856 again. I think it's because of the way the end of file is being placed. So one of the ways to do this is you can, instead of testing while it is not at the end of the file, you can immediately test whether your reading of that particular data is successful or not. So you just place, instead of in file reading in file 2a in here in this line, you place it at while here. If it is successful, it will return true. If it is not successful, it will turn false. Okay, so let's try to run this program again. And as you can see, it is only reading that 3 particular lines only from the input file.